Hello, math learners. Welcome to week 4 of our college algebra course. This week, we're going to be talking about mathematical models, part 2. So we started this discussion last week when we saw one type of mathematical model, which is the linear models. And one example we used was a simple interest. This week, we're going to be looking at another type of mathematical model, which is more the exponential model. And one example that's often used is compound interest. So we're just going to want to understand that compound interest is a type of exponential growth, or it shows or displays exponential growth. Also, a compound interest will always grow faster than simple interest over time. And then we also want to be able to apply mathematical models in real world situations. So here's an example of a graph that's showing both a simple interest situation and a compound interest situation. And here we're going to assume that they have the same principal, the same rate of interest or rate of return, and the same amount of time, as we can see. But over time, we can see that gap between the red curve and the green curve is getting very, very, very wide. So in the beginning, they're growing. It's in the very, very beginning. It seems like there's not much difference, but at some point, the red curve just takes off, and that's just exponential growth versus linear growth. So we're going to want to be able to compare mathematical models. We want to understand the difference between simple interest, which is a linear growth, and compound interest, which is an exponential growth. And also, of course, as always, apply mathematical models in real world situations. So this week, you're going to be looking at the assignment on Alex. So any reading, any homework, any quizzes, make sure that's being done. And the discussion, of course, just like every week, we ask you to engage in not only the discussion that you're writing, but also you are replying to at least 3 of your classmates before the end of the week. Now, this week, I am providing you with 2 resources. One is a video that's showing what happens when you invest $10,000 for 40 years at an annual interest rate of 10%. And before you watch the whole video, just think about that. Just come up with a guess. And it's just a guess. Guess how much your 10 grand will grow to over 40 years. Write down the number and then watch the video and just compare what you wrote down versus what it ends up being. The answer may shock you. The second resource is a calculator that I'm calling Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I love using this calculator. It can be thought of as a retirement calculator. It can also be an investment calculator. You just write down your age, and you can write the age now. So if you have started investing in the past, you can put the age when you started investing. But if this is your first time thinking about it, you can put your age now and just imagine if you started investing every month. Put down the age that you want to be retiring. So by default, it puts 67, but it could be after that, it could be before that. It's really up to you. But I just really encourage you to just play with those numbers and see what happens as you're changing what happens. You may just put 10% for the rate of return. I think that's a reasonable one to have for now, just over time, over 10 years. And then go ahead and just play with the numbers and see what happens. Now, you're going to also be continuing to work on your project. And the part 2 of the project is going to be due this week. So make sure all of that is done and it is submitted by 11:59 Eastern Time on Saturday. So just for next week, for you to know, there's going to be an assignment titled What Are the Chances? That's going to be aligned with the learning of next week. So that's what you're going to be looking forward to next week. But this week, you're just going to submit what I just talked about. All right, you have a great day and I will see you soon.